Little help saying we've had enough here, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. They Greetings, everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are here. We're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena today, as always. These are some of the highlights from our stream, and I really hope you enjoy the games. If you do really enjoy the program, please don't forget to leave a like and subscription. It really, really helps the channel. So without further ado, let's get to the games. Because I'm going to go ahead and assume that you were just calling me a nice young man, despite the fact that that is not at all what you said. So here's the Invoke the Winds, and we in fact do have the 2 swamps. Inconvenient. Oh, I'm aware, Jen and I, but I'm going to take it as a compliment anyway. Okay. Pass. And Siphon Insight. What you say, Callbox? What you say? Make disappear. You got me. And Kaito Shizuki. It resolves. Make a dude. Pass the turn. Yeah, but Dalwyn, there aren't pain lands in blue and black right now. I would put the pain lands in here. I would absolutely put the pain lands in there. But they're not. They don't exist. Okay. Well, let's go up. I guess we're gonna pitch that. And Xander's Lounge pass. Yeah. That's what I was trying to go for, JWoww. But I wasn't the one that built this deck. This was Twitch chat. So, you know. Alright. Coil box. 4 cards in hand. 5 mana on the battlefield. Alright. Opponent going to the... Come on. Second main phase. Interesting. I don't really want to put the Memory Deluge in their bin for them. Let's just take the Infernal Grasp, even though I'm not convinced it's going to be great. Alright, Kaito Shizuki, going up. Hey, that feels good. Tenacious Underdog going to the bin. Junji? Yes, Nukambe. We are trying to steal the opponent's stuff. Yep. Imagine go... Well, you know, Zombie, it's true. Alright, opponent, 4 cards in hand. Celestus on the battlefield, Rafine's Tower, a couple of swamps. Shipwreck Marsh, and an island. Total of 6 mana available. Facing down a Kaito and a Junji, the Midnight Sky. Opponent passing through, goes ahead and allows Celestus to flip over, gains a life. Yeah, Invoke the Winds is, in fact, only target artifact or creature. Now, notably, they do have Celestus, so we can steal that. But, you know, it does not get Planeswalkers, which is unfortunate. Hey, there we go. Well, combat. Opponent going to kill our Junji? Not yet. Opponent just takes it. You got it. Well, let's add a card to the hand, then. Grafted Identity, again, only a creature. Our opponent hasn't shown us any of those. So I think we're going to Siphon and Siphon is the plan here. Siphon Insight on Coil Box, but not until later, you know. Linux, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Okay. Opponent goes with an island. 3 cards in hand. Siphon Insight. And I mean, we're going to take the Memory Deluge now. We're not particularly excited about, again, putting it in their bin for them, but for now, there's no saying we have to cast it right now either. Hey, good to see ya. Good to see ya, folks. Look at this. Look at this. We are being raided. It is the one, the only, the Jane. Glad you made it. Good to see you, my friend. What were you playing? Get out, Jesus. Glad you made it. And Strider Stone bringing in the raid. And Strider Stone bringing in the raid. Good heavens, folks. Glad you are all here. For those of you just joining us, my name is John. I like games. I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. It is good to see you. Indeed, Poker Rat would like another shout out for the one, James. Can do. DuckTales DJ, appreciate you. Glad you were out there. Good to see you. Devious Cover Up gets our thing. All right, folks. So here's what you just joined into. DuckTales, dropping in that follow as well. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to have you. So Mono Blue Tempo and Standard, no crud. How about them apples? How did it perform, the one, James? It's it's true. If you listen to our good friend Strider Stone, I got to catch a little bit of the stream there. Strider Stone, good to see you. Thank you very much for the raid, my friend. 60% win rate, no crud. That is wild. How was your day, Strider? What were you playing, my friend? Let's just do this. Zombie dropping 100 bits. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Very kind. And we're gonna go to combat. Yes, it's true. Get out, Jesus. Folks, so today is Community Deck Stipulation Day. What does that mean? Well, that means lots of words. Lots of big words, as it turns out. But all it really means is Twitch chat gets to build a deck. And then I am forced to play it. So what are we doing? We are stealing stuff in Standard. Right here. That's right. So, going to be a great time, no doubt. Yep, you're good. This is just our first game, I believe. So we're only barely underway. Stupid Juby, glad you made it. Good to see you. Sir Dinko. Dinoco, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to stream. Oh, opponent has Kotose. All right. Unfortunate. All right. The problem is, folks, they had the ability to make disappear or pay for make disappear, and even if we casualtied it, so you know, really help there, unfortunately. Ay. Sounds fun. It is. Stupid Juve, it is. iPad MTG, appreciate that follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Wednesday is the best day. We get a chance to beat John. It's true. We do enjoy Community Day on Wednesday. Definitely a little bit different today, though. The environment of silliness definitely abides today. So we'll see. We will see. All right. I'm behind you, or I'm with you on that one, Dalwin. And you mean not the Neon Dynasty ones, the other Streets of New Capennalands, right? I gave her a certain nice. All right. To the end step. I think we are going to fire this Infernal Grasp off. Our opponent is going to counter it. They left up a whole mess of mana, but we're definitely okay with that. Because we don't want them being able to... Yeah, gotcha, Coilvox. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, right, Nukambi? You and me both. All right, you and me both. Good times. Yeah, I mean, why bother with Olive Haunting, right? You know, it's just kill him before it ever comes down. Frank Dreblin. Or Drebin. Contemplating that mulligan, we're going to go ahead and start on this Xander's Lounge as soon as we're given an opportunity to do so. Yep, here we go. Come on down. And go with the island next. A pair of Jugon and a pair of fight rigging. Really? Shipwreck Marsh. Old school. We did. We are stealing stuff in Standard of all places. In Standard. Old school. I trust your weekend was great. Siphon Insight. Just pointing that out, folks. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but here we are. Not offensive Twitch name. How's your weekend? Are you talking about the Urza? Charlie Trotter? Been loving the Croaking Counterpart? Nice. We didn't end up going Croaking Counterpart way. Because again, we're trying to copy or take control of their stuff if we can. The stipulation was actually steal cards. So, you know. Trying to steal them. Alright. Kaito Shizuki goes up. We draw another card, so it immediately replaces itself. Pretty okay. We are probably still going to end up going down with it, but we don't need the token right now. We do have quite a few different things. I wonder if we're just supposed to steal that Reckoner Bankbuster. If we get there. We admittedly, we're a long way from blue, 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 you know? Alright. Get in there. And we're gonna draw. We need to hit some lands here. Ay. That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it, unfortunately. So I think we are gonna go X equals 1 just to kind of tax our opponent here. We want to be able to steal their stuff, so the Meathook Massacre does kind of work backwards on that, just a wee bit. But we also know we're kind of strapped for lands right now, so this card is unlikely to be useful for quite a number of turns, most likely. So we're gonna just try and deploy our hand as best we can, especially since we have an active Kaito. Reckoner Bankbuster gonna come in here and tax the loyalty counters off of Kaito. We are unsurprised by that. But again, we were really trying to get a... oh, Evolve Sleeper is a good one. A land drop. Well, I think we're going to be staying home this time. Hey, Infernal Grasp, huh? How about them apples? Well, we're going to send you back home. And go ahead and Dismal Backwater and pass the turn. Infernal Grasp going to be taking something off the board here. It's strongly possible it just ends up being that Reckoner Bankbuster, although it may be the Evolved Sleeper. We'll see where the mana goes. Sure enough. That's right, Shadowrunner, we try. Okay. Evolved Sleeper does, in fact, activate the Reckoner Bankbuster. So we're going to go ahead and... yeah, just let him attack, I guess. Yep. And kill it. Kill it with fire. We lose 2 life. We're going to gain 1 back. Trade off our Tenacious Underdog. No big deal. We would really like to be able to invoke the winds and steal that thing, but we're still several blue mana away. Dismal Backwater, quite helpful indeed. Although... yeah, I don't really want to lose our Kaito here. Alright, let's go up. There's an island. Interesting. I guess we're going to get rid of the Gisa then. And I think we are going to hang on to the Infernal Grasp for the Evolved Sleeper. And then probably plan on Kotoseing the Tenacious Underdog. We're going to kill this right now so that our opponent doesn't get mana to sacrifice, things like that, right? If there's, you know, you can't respond to a land drop. Duplimancy is really strong. Oh boy, yeah, that's for sure. Another Evolve Sleeper, huh? That's the third one. Well, I think we are going to go ahead and take this one right now before they have a chance to do the thing. And just going to make an unblockable creature here. Pass the turn, Spamroid. Of course, this is a little bit of protection against Lilianas, things like that as well. Invoke Despair. That's another one we are protected against. Yep. Though, admittedly, getting our Kaito here, unfortunate. We are not overly thrilled about that. Evolve Sleeper. Evolve Sleeper. And crash in. We are finally, folks, finally getting all the lands we need, but admittedly, that's not, you know, only drawing lands is also not great. Oh my gosh. All right, well, Invoke Despair gets us. Invoke Despair gets us. Maybe that was just the better play, Montevac. They did get us there. Yeah, it's probably a bit late to do that. My plan was to hit the Tenacious Underdog, but Sorin, yeah, oh my gosh, they had 2 Tenacious Underdogs in their hand? Good heavens. Yeah, should have stuck with my gut, I guess. All right. There's a myth. Good to see ya. Glad you are out there. Opponent does have the Infernal Grasp for Kotose. And Sorin the Mirthless arrives.
Violence is necessary.
Make a 2/3.
I bring my own army.
And unfortunately, we cannot also Tenacious Underdog here. Rough. So we could X equals 3 because we want to tax their life total, right? But they can just Sorin again. Are we just supposed to Invoke the Winds? Xander's Lounge to draw a card? Alright, well. Okay. Another Kotose. Well, that is good enough to do. Tenacious Underdog. Tenacious Underdog, Tenacious Underdog. Tenacious Underdog. All right. Exile all of those things. Pappy Slappy, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Opponent crashes in for 2. Sorin the Mirthless going to take down. Does so. Another Sorin the Mirthless going to arrive. Going to make another 2/3 here. No! Wow, just goes up paying the life. Okay. Leaves it on top. Did not want to pay the life there. And has the Infernal Grasp. Okay. All right. That I respect. Do we just Tenacious Underdog, Tenacious Underdog? Is that where we're supposed to be? This is risky, folks, but, you know, nobody came here to watch a coward, so. Tenacious Underdog gets in. Opponent, of course, forced to block. This is a lethal attack. Tenacious Underdog going to draw us a card. It's a land. Shipwreck Marsh shows up. Tenacious Underdog going to go away. We draw another card. Siphon Insight is the draw. All right, a 2/3 arrives.
I bring
Graveyard Trespasser comes down. Wow. Okay. That is inconvenient. I think our hand has been forced here now. All right. No. That's not right. Pay attention. Here we go. X equals 3. Meathook Massacre, sweep all of those away. Do the thing. Yeah, exactly, Jubei. How was your day, Ismith? And I think we're just going to go ahead and do a little siphoning. Opponent makes a Sorin token. And Concealing Curtains. All right. You got me. Levels it up. Yep. Revealing Eye. What do you take? Probably just the Meathook. Although this Invoke the Winds is also really, really annoying for our opponent. Yeah, opponent doing lots and lots of math here. Yeah, math not on Spamroid's side here. It's quite possible that Invoke the Winds is just the better one. Wow, they elect to leave it all in scope. I was like, leaving it all. There is no way this is the correct choice. We do get to draw a random card, but, you know, it could be anything. It was the correct play if the next decision was Cogs at the top, right? So, GG, opponent, GG. Awkward hand, but we're on the draw. We're going to keep it. Obsidian out. Glad you made it. Good to see you. Thank you, Ishtari. I really appreciate that. Stoic Gaming, glad you are here. Yeah, Dismal Backwater, come on down. Tried to make a playable steel deck a few times and failed. Well, Crazy Gorlum, we're not sure if it's playable or not yet, and this is in standard, so I'm not sure if it's the sort of thing that will get you excited. But here we are. We do want to cast a spell because otherwise the Kessig Naturalist does flip, and in fairness, I think it's fine to do. I mean, maybe Stoic Gaming, maybe. Yeah, Obsidian Elk, so far so good. We're not dominating or anything by any means, but it's, you know, it's been fine. Kessig Naturalist gets in anyway. Does not get in. Hangs back. Holds on. Well, folks. No quarter will be given here. No doubt about that. Get rid of that Kessig Naturalist. Get it out. Get it out. And I think we will crash in. I'm not... You know, there is likely a fair amount of haste over there. Not the least of which is the stupid haste-giving werewolf that will threaten our Liliana the Veil. But the biggest thing is Liliana the Veil is in here almost exclusively just as a removal spell with upside. Removal spell achieved. The card is now 1 for 1. We spent 1 card. Boom. We got 1 card. Theirs only cost 2, ours cost 3. So currently we've traded down on mana, and that's not ideal. But, you know, so we would like it to live. But we end up gaining 5 life to get rid of it. These are acceptable terms, as far as I'm concerned. Well. Opponent, take your 3. Target a creature, that one. We're going to sacrifice this one. Thank you, Rolling Thunder. I appreciate that. As is typical for Sunday stipulations, we tend to go too far into the theme. I mean, yes, that's also true, Dolan. The theme on Sundays is very, very important for what it is, right? To achieve maximum meme, oftentimes you really need to lean into the strategy. But just paring back on the strategy a little bit will often yield a much better deck, right? Opponent has the Lightning Strike. We are unsurprised by these things. But that is also okay, because those things were always going to kind of get us just a little bit anyway. And we're going to be able to go with Sorin the Mirthless and just a 2-3. Come on down. Well, Stoic Gaming, I'm not certain on the Gisa here. The Invoke the Winds with our current mana base is likely a little bit, is going a little bit deep, most likely. Some stuff like that, right? All right. 2. Reveal that. Make our land drop. Don't mind if I do. X equals 1? Or do we just make sure they can't save it? The greed flows. If they get us, they get us. They didn't get us. All right, Meathook Massacre, successful. Celestus, doing the thing. Glad we looted. Feels good, man. Rolling Thunder 86 at 10 life. Not looking good for them. Yeah, indeed, Dylan. Indeed. Duplimancy, that's also true. Oh, Volatile Arsonist. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. You got me, you got me. You got me. Well, it has Menace, so not really punished, right, Pogshim? There wasn't anything we could do anyway. Oh my goodness. Can we do it all? No, we didn't get the land. We're almost able to Tenacious Underdog. Grafted Identity, sacrifice it. That would have been sick. Kotose. Is this any card? Other than a basic land card. Lightning Strike. They have a Thundering Raiju in hand. Okay. Is it literally just the one card? Did we name a one of? Alright. Oh, no. Okay, so we did. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. Alright. So we're going to end the turn for now. I think we will go after the Thundering Raiju if it comes down. Didn't know it had that much tax. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Pogshim. Fair enough. Yeah. It does have a lot of tax, notably. Yeah. Opponent, seeing the writing on the wall here. Reading the card explains the card. Ishtari, yes. But only if you properly comprehend it. I did read this card. I didn't read it properly, but I did read it. The reading comprehension just as important here. Or Ratadrabic? Yeah, for real. That card is awesome. Very, very fun for pulling off shenanigans. Folks, you're never going to believe this, but we're up against another black deck. Never going to believe this. It's the shakedown! Yeah, I mean, let's just be mana efficient here. We don't... Okay. Liliana the Veil is actually kind of tempting. But I think we're just going to go with the Kaito. We don't really want to time walk ourselves there. I think the tempo will be relatively important. Given our plan here of Grafted Identities and Invoke the Winds. We do need another land, though. So that would be very, very good. Meathook Massacre, X equals 1. All right, you got me. You got me. They gain a life. Oh, okay. Well, let's draw a card.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
All of these blue sources. Very, very tempting, folks. Yeah, I think we're just going to go this direction. and Liliana.
No more
And go up.
distractions.
Pressure that hand.
Drop it.
So we do need to sacrifice a creature to get the grafted identity to go off. Fell Stinger gonna exploit itself? Is gonna draw a couple of cards, lose a couple of life. That does put them ahead on the card race, but it also kind of taps them out, presumably looking for a land here. Yeah, indeed, it is the case. So Kaito go up. Meathook Massacre, huh? Well, our opponent is also running Meathook Massacres, so let's do that and do this. Opponent gets rid of a cut down. Probably a good decision. I have to read when I play Magic? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Are we really gonna sacrifice a Liliana the Veil on 5? Or am I just being, like, silly? It's just supposed to be the Kaito. Mega on the net, good to see ya. Fellow streaming buddy. Alright, alright. You can only get just so greedy, folks. You know? Yes, a Glorious Protector come down. Or Resurrector, I'm sorry. Liliana the Veil go up. If they just have another Invoke Despair, like, we're gonna kind of regret this line by, you know, for certain. But, you know, they already had one. Heavens knows, you don't get more than one of the cards you want. That's not the way that works, you know, obviously. Paco v Spaco, glad you made it. Good to see ya. Oh, boy. Fell Stinger sacrifices the Concealing Curtain. That's going to give it to us. Hey, that guy in the net wants Little John? All right, you got it. And Dockside Chef, huh? All right. Well, let's go ahead and steal a Fell Stinger and go to combat. And then do we go up? Let's not. Let's not be greedy. We've got a pretty ridiculous board here.
Fine. Don't bother begging.
All right, so 2, 2, 2, 2, like that. So they get 4 lands, no creatures, no Meathook, or they get 2 lands, a Dockside Chef, and a Meathook, right? Like this. Yeah. All right. The most tempting pile would be just keep the 4 lands, right? But then they give us the Dockside Chef, which would be pretty nice. All right. What do you say, Sivram? What do you say? If we had had any card other than Invoke the Winds, I think literally any other card in our list, Kotose's, Junji's, anything, I think we would have just ticked up and been greedy with the Liliana, given the current board state. But I don't think that was right. Yeah, Sivram, we gotcha. We gotcha. Feels pretty bad, though. Though we're on the draw. What the heck? Let's try it. Let's try it. I mean, I'm not thrilled about it. If we don't draw lands... Okay, thank heavens. We drew a land. We will need some amount of blue mana, because this Invoke the Winds looming. I really think we might need to address the mana base just a little bit more, folks. Graph Reaver comes down. exploits. Well, yeah, you got it. About a year, no kidding. How about that? Oh, I see. I see. Graph Reaver gets in. We're gonna go ahead and siphon your insight. Oh my word. I guess we're gonna take a Geralf. We don't get a land drop here, but I think we are gonna cast the Geralf because it allows us to get in front of the Headless Rider, and that would be nice. Well, I don't doubt that, Dalwin. I kind of agree. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Opponent has Necro Duality! For the record, I love it. Alright, we block. You got me. Hey, we got the land. Thank heavens. So... exile it instead? I am terrified about what our opponent's preparing to do, but I do think we want to be able to get on the board. Pete again, good to see ya. I'm sorry, Peta. I did not see that we were doing the taking care of the raid and stuff. I didn't see it pop in there. I'm sorry about that. How was your day, Pete again? Uh-oh, Skull Scab. Skull Scab? None of my suits fit. Got big in the chest. Hey, there you go, Pipe Dream Gaming. There you go. I understand that. The uh-oh. Opponent does exploit itself, not... oh my goodness. Not the token. Oh my word. Glorious Resurrector. Yeah, I think we are going to go ahead and sacrifice it just to get a 2/2. And did not get a land, which we're not thrilled about, but that's okay. Let's make a 2/3 flying vampire. Pass the turn. Little help. Taking your beats. Geralf and Gisa reunited. Yes, that's true. They getting to hang out together finally at long last. Well, little help. One card in hand goes for the Alpha Strike. Good heavens. All right, well, block, block. Block, block. Take roughly 10 million damage. Gain 2 of it back. Creatures get exiled. We get all of their things. This one. Do we exploit? Exploits itself. Yes. And then decline. And do we go up? Let's. Maybe going up is yes, feels good. I was gonna say maybe going up is a mistake here, but I think we're actually kind of in good shape. So let's wait again. Our opponent does not have a lot of stuff. The Alpha Strike there was because they forgot about Gisa. Gisa says if a creature would die, exile it instead. The exploiting works because it says whenever a creature you control exploits a creature, do the thing, right? So the exploiting it doesn't have anything to do with whether or not the creature dies. It was exiled, but that doesn't matter. So a whole bunch of damage being dealt, but we actually just gain life on this attack. Little Help 42 goes with Fell Stinger. Going to exploit a 2/2 here. Gonna draw a million cards. Operation Remy bringing in that sub. Thank you very much, my friend, for that support. Appreciate you. Doing laundry? Oh boy. Great time. Survivor Girl podcast dropping in that follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hey, indeed, Pipe Dream Gaming. I will look forward to seeing you. Yeah, I think the opponent's in a lot of trouble. So, Siphon Insight. Okay. Siphon Insight. We're getting there. Oh my goodness. Hero's Downfall is actually very, very tempting, but so is the Tainted Adversary. Gisa, Glorious Resurrector. Trigger happens. Graph Reaver's trigger going to happen as well. Opponent thinking about it. Remember, folks, we still don't have the mana for the stupid Invoke the Winds. I wonder if we still need a couple more dual lands instead of swamps. It's quite possible. More tapped lands is really, really rough, though. I'm concerned about doing that. We draw another Invoke the Winds. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, so combat. Get in, get in. Yes. Decayed trigger. Bakun Dog. Appreciate that follow. Welcome to stream. Glad to have you. All right. How was your day, Operation Remy? All right, Graph Reaver going to get sacrificed here. Headless Rider going to make a 2/2 in recompense. Yep. Little Help 42, thinking about it. And Sorin. I just cut down on the Invoked Winds. Well, I mean, okay, Poseidon, but that's the stipulation, right? How do you reconcile the stipulation, Poseidon? Like, what are we stealing? Oh, sorry, I did not see that Little John there. There we go. Wife and I just celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary. Hey, congratulations. It's a huge milestone. Congratulations. That is awesome. All right, so Tainted Adversary comes down. A couple of decaying zombies come down. We are going to have quite an attack next turn. No doubt about it. Atwara bringing the Tainted Adversary back to their own hand. Very nice. Okay, that does take down the attack a little bit. So blocks. And do we just take the other 3? Actually, I think we do. We've gained enough life with our vampires here. We're actually not in that much danger. Yes, of course, exiles the Fellstinger. Tainted Adversary shows up. We have plenty of attackers here. Okay, yeah. Little help saying we've had enough here, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I mean, this is just about as good a hand as we can get here. Oh, but with traffic, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, when I was there, it was kind of a while. Because we don't have other vampires. Evelyn is a card we had talked about and considered. But Evelyn triggers on her own entry and when another vampire enters. So without more vampires, it's not great. Redacted, good to see ya. Took the 6-year-old to the park. Nice. Uh-oh. Here's that wedding announcement. Well, we did get the land. That much is very good. Liliana the Veil, go on up. So put in vampires? I mean, that's a reasonable thing to do. Wedding announcement. Show on up. Make a dude. Sorin does have vampires. Sorin does have vampires. Not very many vampires, notably, but it does have them. Adeline is disgusting and terrible. We hate Adeline. But we only hate it when it's their Adeline. We like our Adeline. We might need the Meathook Massacre. Bah. Not a coward stream. Send it. Send it. We wedding announce yet again. Opponent infernally grasps our Adeline, which was their Adeline. And Graveyard Trespasser is the final card in their hand, going to exile a Siphon Insight. And crash in at Liliana. She drops 2-1. Wedding announcement makes or draws a card and then flips over. Well, Sorin. Opponent, discard your card. 2/3 flying lifelink becomes a 3/4 flying lifelink. Tenacious Underdog gets, oh my goodness, blitzed in at Liliana. And they're going to ensure Sorin dies. Siphon Insight goes away. Well, then I guess we're going to get rid of the Graveyard Trespasser because it does represent some really problematic situations. And Tenacious Underdog, at least, you know, it does give them cards, which is not great. But it does cost them life when they do it. Hey, Junji the Midnight Sky, don't mind if I do. Yeah, let's try and tax that life total of our opponent down just a little bit. Tenacious Underdog being a real threat to themselves as well. Shizuma scooping them up. GG, opponent, GG. If we had guessed, we might have been able to have that a better shot in that game, obviously. Has played that deck a few days back. Ah, I see. I did not know that. That makes sense. I mean, Bearded Hockey Guy, we've won more than we've lost. It's not crushing the meta, no doubt. But it's a 53% win rate currently. We've won 8, lost 7. So, you know, I wouldn't say it's crushing it, obviously. But it's not doing terrible. Liliana of the Veil. Sacrifice creature. Dr. Carnage. World Tour ready? Well, that's fair. Uh-oh. Jewel Thief comes down. Makes a treasure, makes a treasure. This one's tapped, though. Do you have another 1-drop? Possibly. No. Does not. No land drop, huh? Awkward.
Don't overthink things.
Opponent. Discard your card. It's an Ascendant Pack Leader. Why didn't they cast that? Because they have a really nasty 5-drop coming up next turn? Makes sense. Or I guess maybe they have a protection spell. Do they have Tamio's Safekeeping? Is that where we're at? Maybe. That would be not ideal. Dr. Carnage 87, 4 cards in hand. Thinking about it. Goes with Defiler of Vigor. Gets a 1/1 counter. Okay. I guess we're gonna block. Liliana's gonna die.
This isn't helping.
We're gonna Infernal Grasp the Defiler. We're gonna draw. Hey, cut down. That's a good one. I think we would rather cut down right now before they get a chance to get additional advantage, or use that Tamio Safekeeping if that is in fact what they have. It's also possible they were just trying to get the Defiler down sooner, so maybe we are better with Liliana the Veil. Just down tick. All right. This is fine.
Happy to help. But
Give us another turn to kick the can down the proverbial road. They've only got 3 mana. If they come up with something really big and beefy, you know, like a land drop and a 4-drop that's nasty, we'll regret it just a little bit. But there's only so much you can do. You can't play around everything all the time. It's a Gala Greeters. Well,
drop it.
not thrilled about this situation. I wonder if we're just supposed to Siphon Insight to see if we can find ourselves a land drop. They discard Silverback Elder. Well, this is going to be difficult. Okay. No lands. Gala Greeters. Gonna get a counter. Gonna kill off our Liliana. Boseiju comes down. They have another Silverback Elder. Oh my gosh. They do all of the things we predicted. All of these things are terrible and we hate them.
With friends.
You have got to be kidding me right now. Topiary Stomper. Grab ourselves an island. Pass the turn. Dr. Carnage gets a card off the top of their library. What is it? Yep, 7 damage onto our noggin, down to 11. Opponent plays a land. Holy crud, folks. We are struggling for land drops, no doubt about it. All right, thank heavens. We do finally get a mana. It's just a colorless mana, essentially. But it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, let's hang on. Hold this cut down. Dr. Carnage gets in for 7. We're going to go ahead and attempt to get rid of the Gala Greeters. It does happen. Silverback Elder hits us down to 6. Whew. We are hurting. It's a land for them. Thank heavens. That is good news. Good news indeed. Kotose, join the party. What do we exile? Silverback Elder? Or just these Defilers? We don't have any life to pay. We don't have any green mana, or we don't have any green spells. Okay. Silverback Elder, Silverback Elder. Alright. Get him out of here. Yeah, I mean, for sure, is a Geiger. Okay. Silverback Elder looks top 5, puts a land card from among them out of the battlefield tapped. It's a Crystal Gato. Scries to the top. That is not good news. That is not good news whatsoever. Rich the Crying Heart. Glad you made it. Nope. We take it. What do we get? It's a land. Okay, well. Here we go. Topiary Stomper, get in. Opponent takes it right on the chin. Down to 16. Alexon, glad you made it. Siphon their scry. That was possible. I think we needed to do something that impacted the board in earnest here, right? Like the Silverback Elder, so we don't have to just chump block endlessly, because they're attacking with 8, right? Receding hairline. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna block and block. Whoa! Opponent goofed hard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll take that one. Don't mind if I do. Land. Whenever you cast a green permanent spell. Okay, so it doesn't really do as much as we were hoping, but that's okay. It is a 6/6. So let's just gain some life, get out of the danger zone. I think we're okay with trading the Topiary Stomper here for one of their Jewel Thieves. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know that they are okay with that. Because then they're down to just a 3/3 and all of the rest of our stuff attacks with impunity. Oh my gosh, we got there!